Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of me restoring my Porsche and hopefully getting it running today.
Psych! Many months later.
Bruh. When I bought this car did not have a gas tank installed in the car. The previous owner tried to get this car started, but he did start it on starting fluid. So there is high hopes that this motor will run. But since this car did have some rust problems, it looks like water got into the gas tank and completely rusted everything inside the gas tank. So I bought a new gas tank, and hopefully me putting this new gas tank will get this car to run. Old gas tank and the new one. Fuel filter, gasket to go on here, and a new foam pad sits in between the car and the gas tank. She's all tucked away. I started working on my 1J-E30, started doing a shaved engine bay, starting to look pretty nice. It's about 50% done on this side, and I'm just laying my fiberglass Bondo on this side. Time to put this away for now and bring this old girl out of there. I already went ahead and cleaned everything inside of here. I bought the car with everything already taken apart, so hopefully I have everything that I need to put it back together. I've never owned a car like this or ever driven one like this or ever even seen one underneath the trunk. So I might have to use Google Images to look up where everything goes. So wish me luck. We have some lines over here. No idea what this stuff is. Obviously this stuff is for the battery, positive terminal, negative terminal. I'm guessing this goes into the fuel tank. Not sure where this goes. This is for the fill. I gotta figure all of this out. I decided to open up this fuse panel, and I did notice that some fuses are blown. This one right here, you can see that it's blown. So hopefully that won't really mess with us too much for when we try to get the car started. Looks like these are just fuel lines that connect to the gas tank. I lifted the car up and I'm gonna remove this little skid plate and see where they all lead to. It's a little difficult to see, but you can see that there is rust inside those lines. Got this little skid plate off, and looks like these fuel lines go inside the car, which is pretty weird, but they definitely will need to be replaced, both of them. These lines go right through the middle of the car. Looks like I'm gonna have to take apart the carpet and see what's going on underneath it. Okay, so I got the carpet and the footrest removed. As you can tell, not in the best condition. The most exciting part is that some mice have left me a little treat. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it and take a quick lunch break. Got everything all cleaned up and vacuumed. Looks like it would be a pretty good idea to spray WD-40 into all the moving parts because everything is so crusty. Brake pedal barely even, or doesn't even move at all, and the gas pedal is just doesn't even go back into position. All right, I just completely soaked it with WD-40 and it already feels so much better, but the gas one doesn't really go back, and same with the brake, but I'm pretty sure that's because the brake calipers are seized, and I think the gas line just needs to be lubricated and should go back into position. Okay, this brake pedal is extremely stuck, so I just blasted it with the rust penetrating fluid and just gonna let it sit overnight. Hopefully it'll just break loose. All right, I got a little too distracted with this brake stuff, so let's just get back into the fuel lines and try and find where they go. Okay, so I found out what this plugs in, and that's to plug into the fuel pump. Previous owner gave me a lot of parts that came with the car, and I totally forgot about it. I'm gonna do a quick test and see if this fuel pump is good and connect this battery to the positive and negative terminal. You can see it says negative, positive. Put the black to negative, red to positive. All right, hopefully it don't blow up. Well, a good thing this fuel pump works. I guess I'll just clean it up, make it look a little bit nicer, and just install it back onto the car. All right, well, I just found this bolt for the fuel pump. So I did a little bit of research, and I guess you can clean the fuel lines with lacquer thinner, as long as it's steel or aluminum fuel lines, which is what I have. So I'll just put some lacquer thinner in there and put my air compressor through the lines, and hopefully that'll clean out. I got a bunch of new parts in this bin. Might as well replace this old one with this new one. I guess it has better voltage going to the spark plugs. Out with the old and in with the new. So I just got all the fuel lines connected, and I think it should just be ready for some gas. I tested the fuel pump and it worked great, so I don't see why it shouldn't start, because it did start on starting fluid before. Man, hopefully, let's hope for the best. All right, we got a leak going. I just connected the battery, and you can see that we right away got a leak going on. So, good thing is building fuel pressure. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and start it. There's fuel coming out of all the lines, so should be going all into the motor. So, let's just try it. Nothing at all. Okay, I didn't catch it on camera, but it literally just started. So let's give it another shot and hopefully it'll start again. Okay, let's try it again. No way! Come on. I think the battery seems like it might be pretty low. But she lives. This is so sick. Yes. No way. Oh my goodness. This is right. This is literally the sickest thing ever. I was not expecting it to start. I don't even know what to do next, because I don't know what to do next. There's no fuel leaks. It started. Maybe I just need to put this whole engine compartment back together because this is not clamped in all the way, and all of these lines are open. So this is such good news. All right, I am very, very, very happy right now. I was not expecting this day to come this quick. So, man, this is literally the coolest thing ever. Okay, I just put these back together because it sounded like a crazy vacuum leak was coming out from there. Maybe it doesn't make a difference, but I'm just gonna start it up again and see if it runs for a little bit longer. Okay. Fuel pump. No way! She's running! Yeah! Hell yeah! We got good oil pressure. There you go, baby. There you go. Okay, so I just adjusted the throttle cable so that it's a little bit pressed in. So hopefully it'll have a little bit of a higher idle and it should just start up and keep running. So just give it a shot and see if it works. Idling on her own. I was not expecting this day to come this soon, but she sounds real healthy. This belt is not connected yet, so that's why it's not spinning. So it looks like we just have one issue, and that is fuel pump. Looks like it's just leaking. Maybe it might have some kind of crack in it, but it just left me a nice puddle of fuel. But probably just have to order a new fuel pump, and hopefully I can go take it on its first test drive, or just at least up and down the road with the e-brake, because the brakes are seized. So maybe that might be stupid, but whatever, who cares? Before I take this thing on a test drive, I was super impatient to put this new front bumper on that I just recently bought for it. So I went to SEMA this year and I saw Dustin Williams' 911 there. And the moment I saw that car and the bumper that he had on his car, I knew instantly I had to go and buy it. So I made a very expensive mistake and got me a beautiful bumper. It's kind of dumb that I'm buying all these parts for this car even though I didn't even get it running and driving, but whatever. Who cares? It's gonna look sick. Let's open up and see what it is. And here we have it. Front lower bumper. So this bumper doesn't come with any holes to mount onto the car. I'm gonna use this piece that was sitting over here and use it as a template to mark the holes onto this bumper. I tried to test fit this bumper and looks like these horns are in the way. It's funny how they're so massive, but it looks like we're gonna have to get these honkers away. So I got the bumper on now, but it looks like I might have to trim a little bit over here. You can see that it's not letting it sit flush all the way, but on the other side it's perfect. Sucks I have to cut. I really didn't want to, but hopefully when I push this all the way up, it'll cover the little hole that I have to cut to make it fit. And I did measure on the other side from this distance to this distance. This one is an inch shorter, so it looks like it's just a manufacturer mistake. Nice and trimmed up now. Now I can have it sit flush and sand the rest later once it's ready to be painted. That's got to be the most prettiest bumper I've ever seen in my life. I just caught myself staring at it for probably already 30 minutes now. Damn, this is so worth the money. So surprised how well everything fits up, because usually fiberglass parts are just so warped or something needs to get cut. Like there was a little bit I had to cut, but honestly that was nothing. So I am so happy how it turned out, especially for how much I paid for it. This thing is turning out so good. It has been 4 months trying to figure out why my Porsche doesn't start, and it was all because of this little computer that works one day and the other day it doesn't. So I ordered this aftermarket MSD that works pretty well, and the car just literally started right up first crank. So me and Bogdan did a really good job on filming of us getting this Porsche started.
Yeah, it's about 2 days of work, about 32 seconds of recording.
Yep. And I absolutely failed on recording this, but I got the Porsche started after 4 months of trying to figure out what was wrong with it, and I guess the MSD went bad. But she is up and running now.
Hey, one-wheel drive is better than no-wheel drive.
Yes, sir.
Put some WD-40 on your brake disc.
I don't know about that one. Alright, we're gonna take it on its first real spin.
So the headlights are semi-adjusted. That's crazy. 1976.
35 years later, and she's finally gonna get filled up for the first time, which is crazy to think about. My hose is not connected to the gas tank, so I'm just gonna put it straight into there. Filled it up about halfway because I didn't realize that gas was so expensive here. That'll be fine for now. Oh no. Damn, my battery died. Oh no. First time going on the freeway. All right, looking back at that video, I don't know why I drove that car that hard after knowing that it's been sitting for over 35 years. I kind of feel dumb, but whatever. Now I know that it works really good, so that is the end of today's video. On the next video, the car is gonna get a brand new paint job. It's gonna look brand spanking new with new parts, so stay tuned and comment down below what you guys thought of the video and what you guys want to see next. So peace out.